Hey everybody, this is Natalie with Treasures of Minnie, and this is our gorgeous Christmas card for the day. So, we are going to be using this Thinlits by Sizzix, and there's pretty much just this way to use this, but I am going to make it a little different to call it our own. So first I cut two panels out. The die set comes with one, so you cut it twice. Then I cut it out of some Stampin' Up cardstock called Marina Mist. Then this is some glitter paper by a company called Pressed Petals. I think I just got it at like Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to lightly trace on the back of it with my pencil. Just kind of a real rough outline of the snowflakes. And then I'm going to fussy cut around it. But I'm going to fussy cut it very loose. Like I don't want it really tight. So you can see here I did that twice. And you can see there is an edge around it. But I wanted that. Now I'm going to take some glossy accents and mainly on the snowflakes that are kind of on the edge because I don't want them to get torn. And just randomly throughout, I'm going to dot on some glossy accents to kind of hold it down. And I'm going to do that twice as well. And then I like to put my Misty on top of things that I need to have a little weight. After I let that set under my Misty for a minute just to get a good gluing, I guess you could say, I brought it over to my scoreboard and I scored down the edge where the little flap is. Now I already cut it on the one, but I'm going to show you on this one. Because I'm layering it behind my glitter piece, I took my scissors and I cut in right here up to the snowflake part on each side. Now this is a piece of Marina Mist at 5.5 by 5.5 and a piece of glitter paper that is 5.25 by 5.25. I'm going to take one of the flaps and glue it with some Tombow, and I'm going to put it to the edge of my glitter piece, and the flap is actually going to be on the back side of it. So when you have them both adhered, it'll open just like this. Then I'm going to adhere that entire panel to the front of that 5.5 by 5.5 piece. When you've done that, your card is going to open up like a gatefold card. Now that snowflake Thinlits that you just saw a second ago, I've actually gone and cut one out of each snowflake that was in there out of some Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock, and I'm just going to kind of lay them out randomly to decide which ones I want. Once I've made that decision, I'm going to glue some of them down with glossy accents, and others, as you can see here, I'm going to pop up on some 3D foam dots. So it's going to look like they're overlapping each other, just like it would if it was snowing. This is just a little extra piece I wanted to show you how I store my extra die cuts. I just store them in these little plastic sleeves and then I keep them in with the packaging. So I'll have them for next time. This is also a Sizzix die that cuts out buckles for like weaving ribbon through. And I'm going to use the sentiment from this Lawn Fawn stamp called Happy Everything. So I'm going to use Merry Christmas. I am going to heat emboss the Merry Christmas onto some Marina Mist. This is a scrap piece. So I used my anti-static powder tool. That's a hard one for me. And I am inking up the Merry Christmas with some Versamark. Then I'm going to stamp it. And I am going to use some Stampin'up detailed silver to emboss the word Merry Christmas with. And I like to do it over a coffee filter. It's so much easier to get it back into the container. Then I'm going to heat set that. Make sure you let your heat tool heat up a little bit first. Now this is the large oval die from Stampin' Up. And I'm going to eyeball the Merry Christmas to where I think it's kind of center. Now I have a little bit of ribbon from close to my heart. I've had this for a long time. I don't even know if you can get it anymore, but it's so pretty. But any ribbon that matches your colors will work. I just kind of pretended to tie it so I could know about how much I want to cut. And I'm going to weave the ribbon through the buckle. So I'm going to come in or come up from the back and then back through from the front. And I'm just going to kind of move it around and get it all center and pull the slack through because I'm going to actually tie the bow or attempt to tie the bow on the side because I want the buckle to be center for the gatefold. Now, I did edit my bow tying out because I think I've shared with you guys before. I am not a bow tire. I don't even know if that makes sense. But I finally got a pretty stinking cute bow, I think. I mean, it may be pitiful to some of you exquisite bow tires out there, but for me, this is pretty good. Like, I'm really proud of this bow. So proud, I'm not even going to undo it and open the card to show y'all. Just gonna have to use your imagination. But anyway, now I'm going to take the Merry Christmas and I'm going to pop it up on some foam dots. I'm going to do 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. You could probably do 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom. I don't know. I get foam dot happy, I guess. But I don't want it, I want it to stick to the buckle, not to the ribbon. And this is just going to kind of keep it from all falling everywhere when the recipient opens their card. So I'm just going to kind of center this over here a little bit. And this is our gorgeous card, guys. And all you have to do is when someone undoes the bow, you can still sign your sentiment on the inside of those snowflake pantels. So I'm going to take a little bit of glossy, or not glossy accent, a little bit of Wink of Stella, and I'm going to go over just the white snowflakes. And then for a last little touch, I'm going to take these rhinestones and I'm going to put one little rhinestone in the center of each little white snowflake. So here's our card today, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you're not already. And I want to say thank you again for all of your sweet, kind words. It's really encouraging to keep going. Until next time, which is in just a couple of days, hugs and loves from my craft room to yours. Bye.